Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Seminar Online Sim. Thank you so much for the support. Hope you all are doing great. Seeing videos of all these white people coming out to talk about how they are being affected by this administration and how this was not what they voted for or how they never expected it to happen this way. What did you vote for? What were you thinking or what was on your mind when you voted for this man because you thought it was going to start with black people? Or because you do not care about other people, black people and other people of color. And other people of color too do not care about themselves. So we all can get this particular thing right. So what were you expecting? That he was going to come out and cut like a huge tax listing for you because your business is probably $10,000 US dollars or 20,000. I am not saying that it's not huge money. It is huge money. If I say it here, seriously, I will be jumping up. But you know the kind of person you voted for, that he was not even looking for your kind of business. He was looking for the people in trillion and billionaires because that is where the money lies. Majority of you, there is nothing wrong in making mistake. But if you are not ready to learn from that mistake, that means you will never learn again. Latinos, Asians, all of you that thought that black people were your problem, that voted, how is it going now? Is the America great at this point in time? You all know that you are suffering. Ports are empty. You can buy some certain things, right? Because you can't afford it. Life is quite, in fact, recession is knocking already on the door. So next time when black people speak to you about some certain things, especially when it comes to politics, I hope you clean your ears with cotton bar, because they are the OGs. Let's get into this video.
Racism is a part of white culture. There has never been a time period in history where I'm talking about the full magnitude of white people have not been known to be inherently racist, have not been prejudiced or discriminated towards any group of people. Like the white forefathers that pushed racism did a hell of a job, because when I tell you, they made that shit where even other races will admit that white people are their oppressors and will admit that white people, a lot of white people, can be racist and are racist and still turn around and treat black people like we the ones oppressing them. Somebody up under this video right now gonna comment, why do you make everything about race? My bad, I just can't help but remember the fact that I knew what slur I identified as before I knew what the fuck 2 + 2 was. And y'all love pulling up statistics like, oh, black on black crime. Oh, how many immigrants have committed crimes up in this country? What about white people on everybody crime? Like, y'all are not ready to roll up and have that conversation. When you are, you tell me, baby, I will bring the real law. There are white men on this app right now that are damn near foaming at the motherfucking mouth under TikTok sounds fantasizing about killing black men. Like it's a fucking kink. And y'all will turn around and ask somebody why the fuck they mad. Bitch, you'll be mad too.
Hey guys, I wanted to come in real quick and talk about something I saw that really just irked the hell out of me. There is this YT businessman that came on social media. It indicated that because of the tariffs, he's losing his business. And he's a Trump voter. So, when he got the response from the people that he got, which I'm sure were people saying, you voted for this. We don't have any empathy for you. Self-inflicted wound. He comes back on social media and says that we should care about everyone no matter who they voted for. And he hopes we become better people. I have one question. Where was this concern for everybody? Where was this caring for everybody, no matter who they voted for, before you voted? Where was this morality and this I am my brother's keeper mentality before November the 6th or on November the 6th? Where was that? Where were you? Where was your video? I didn't see it come out. So you say you voted for Trump. You voted for Trump knowing that his policies and what he planned to do would be the demise of a lot of people in this country. Where was your caring then? Did you care about the immigrants and the people that are here on green cards? Did you care about them when he was talking about mass deportations? Did you care about them? Evidently you didn't, because you voted anyway for him. Did you care about him cutting all these programs and stuff that he's doing now? Did you care then? Did you even care about the tariffs then? Because he told you in the campaign that this is what he was going to do. Where was your caring then? Why weren't you a better person when you went in that damn booth? You come out here now and you want to talk about people because they have the mentality of karma is a bitch, and that you signed up for this, you voted for this, and you're getting what you voted for, and you want us to feel sorry for you? We don't listen. I am sick and tired of you expecting more from other people than you expect from yourself. You didn't give a damn about anybody but yourself. That man told y'all everything he was going to do, and people were telling you how that was going to be the demise of a lot of people, how a lot of people were going to get hurt, how it was going to ruin a lot of people's lives. You still took your behind in that booth and you pushed that button. If I want that mentality you had, keep it. Keep it today. Because you're not going to get anything other than you gave. You didn't care about anybody other than yourself when you went out there and you did what you did. Now people are too busy trying to figure out their plan B. People are too busy trying to figure out their next move to be sitting up babying your grown behind because you went into that booth and you did a self-inflicted wound to your temple. And what you own, a rim business? You say a rims? You do know that your clientele is the public, right? And you do know that your clientele was a mixed race of clientele. And yet and still, you went out there and voted against your best interests. So, as far as I'm concerned, you got what you voted for. And instead of getting out here on social media and making that speech you made, you should have got in a mirror and you should have talked to yourself. Because you were the one, and people like you, that ushered in this season upon the American people. So take responsibility for what you've done. And instead of coming out trying to antagonize people who did not vote for this and have no sympathy for you, you might want to come out here and try to make amends for what you did. To try to come out here and say that you are sorry for the choice you made. Maybe then you will find a little empathy and sympathy out here. But as long as you're coming out here looking for comfort and for somebody to say, oh, everything's going to be all right, and for people to pat you on your back, despite what you did, you ain't going to get that. Stay in your little cocoon of MAGA voters. I'm sure y'all are babying each other up enough. Don't come out here in public and expect it from the people that have been destroyed, the people that have been hurt, the people that whose livelihoods are now in danger. We don't have any sympathy for you. We're too busy trying to fix our own situations. But the next time you want to come out here and try to get some people told, you might want to think about it before you do it, because you're coming out here looking like an idiot. You're looking like a self-centered, entitled idiot who thinks everybody should come to their aid and you don't have to go to anyone's. You proved that by your vote. Deal with what you did. Suck it up. Come up with a plan B. But coming out here talking about you hope we can become better people, that's a huge, colossal waste of time. Because the people that need to get better aren't the ones who did not vote for Trump. The people who need to be better people are the ones who voted for Trump. So, aim that speech at yourself. Now, you have the life you deserve. And we all know, because you on here whining and crying, that it's not great again. Is it?
So I'm going to say something. White men who vote for Trump or support Trump to this day solely support him because they are racist, homophobic, and emotionally unintelligent. Black men who support Trump to this day hate themselves and want to separate themselves from Blackness in every way possible, and are also homophobic and emotionally unintelligent. Hispanic men who support Trump, Hispanic brown community, okay? The ones who claim to be brown, even though we know that's not a race. But Hispanic, Latinos for Trump. They support Trump because they are homophobic, anti-Black. They hate themselves, but they think they have access or proximity to whiteness because they're not Black, for the ones who are not Black presenting. So they think that by supporting a man like Trump, it's a tactic of survival because they can claim that they're like one of you. I'm like you, white man. I know Black. Look, we have same enemy. And they are also homophobic and unintelligent emotionally. All of these men usually have narcissistic traits and oftentimes lack empathy for anyone other than themselves. Can this be changed? Can these men be freed from supporting Trump? Absolutely. We're seeing it happen before our very eyes. But just because they stop supporting Trump suddenly does not mean...
This is all I got from those videos. And at this point, I really do not care anymore. If you voted for him, that's your problem. If you are losing your job, that it's your problem. If, like, go fix it. Go fix it. Because you all thought it wasn't going to be your problem. I see a lot of you, the farmers, the ones that are into businesses. See, you had all the time. You had all the opportunity to make it all right in November, but you all said no, you are going to choose chaos, and the chaos is like already at your doorstep. And some of you are crying out because it is affecting you directly. You would not have come out to cry if it started with people that look like me, because I know you people very well. For the Latinos that supported this administration, you all are getting what you voted for because majority of you voted for this. And some of you are already being deported. For the Black MAGAs that voted for this administration, because I am not even supposed to, but there are Black people that support this administration. That is a little bit of them. You all, I hope you get what you are looking for. And that appointment that made you vote for this person, I hope you don't get it, because you need to learn your lesson. Every one of you deserve to learn. So that after this brouhaha, after all these shenanigans, right, you all can sit down and tell yourself that you made mistake. There is nothing wrong in being wrong. There is nothing wrong in making mistake. But where there is something wrong is when you made mistake and you refuse to take accountability, like some of them are running around. They do not want to take accountability of what is going on. But I'll leave that for you people, because I cannot tell you, or I cannot teach you, I cannot ask you to take accountability of what it is. Something you have to do by yourself, right? Now, like the first lady said that all the time, they said it's all about, because you all know that is what it is. That is what it is. Because if it was not about race, how come you all were ready to vote for Joe Biden? And immediately there was a change. You all ran back to this man. And now, how are you all feeling? I learned that some of you now cut your hair with broken razor or broken butter, because some people shave their hair with all of that, right? You all cannot. Very soon, some of you, I feel so bad that this is absolutely going to affect people that look like me. And I am sorry that this is affecting you. You all came through. You all came all out for everybody. You all knew this was what was going to happen. You all saw the Project 25. You read it. You digested it. And you all tried as much as you could to make sure that the mistake doesn't happen. But some people teamed up and overpowered you. And there is nothing you can do about this at this point in time. I know everything going on is absolutely affecting you because of some people's silliness. I absolutely apologize. And I know it is absolutely going to get tough. I mean, I don't know. It's already bad. I don't know how tough it will become as time goes on. But this is a very teachable moment for everybody. Those that thought that their privilege will continue to shield them, protect them, and never leave them. I want you to know that the end is almost here, because you all can see how I think this is one of you all have never experienced anything bad, and you all are running around, and this has been Black people's experience all these years. Some of you cannot buy anything. You can't buy product anymore from Amazon, right? Because you cannot even afford it. and all that. You can't like normal things you buy from Shein and all these Temu stores. Some people cannot afford to buy it. Even eggs are quite expensive now because you all voted for this administration. For those that are doing business that said that they were going to cut tax. Who is cutting tax for you? Who said? The fact that majority of you like believe this man with all their heart tells me how ignorant some of you are. You all don't know politics. And now, see, I don't know how to say this, but if you are now listening to Black people when it comes to politics, you are actually a huge joke. I am going to draw the curtain here. I love you all, Black men. 80% of Black men. I love you all. And 80% of Black women. You all are the very best. Bye for now.